Welcome, Emmitsburg High School, to your Week 3 of ETV News. I'm your host, Dylan Ream.
And I'm your co-host, Cole Keller. Shout out Mr. Cole Saban.
Volleyball for this week. On the 16th, the 8th grade girls go to Pocahontas there, and the 7th grade girls host. The freshmen and JV girls play at Southeast Valley on the 17th, and varsity goes against Manson, Northwest Webster, and Southeast Valley at Southeast Valley High School. On Thursday the 19th, the girls will host South Central Calhoun and West Bend.
For cross country this week, the middle school JV and varsity will host their meet at Five Island Golf Course on Monday the 16th.
For football, the freshmen and JV play at home on the 16th against Okoboji. On the 17th, the 7th grade play at home and 8th grade play at Esterville. The varsity travels to take on the Braves of Cherokee on Friday the 20th. Good luck all Ehawks on your events, and now here's Brody with the weather.
Sunday and Monday look to be mostly sunny with highs in the 80s. Wednesday and Thursday will be partly cloudy skies with temperatures remain in the 80s. And later in the week there will be a chance of scattered showers. Now back to Cole with more local news.
Anthony Garber sat down with high school principal Mr. Embrock and our new superintendent Mr. Hanna for an exclusive interview.
Hello and welcome back to the interviews. This week we will be having 2 interviews, and the first one is with our very own principal Mr. Embrock. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Anthony. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks for asking. So we've just got a couple of questions for you here today.
Sure.
The first one being, what are your hopes and expectations for this year?
Okay, hope and expectations for this year. I would say first and foremost, I like our mantra, the Ehawk pride. Respect yourself, respect others, respect this place. I think that says a lot of what I expect out of our high schoolers this year. That I want first and foremost, what we need to be is a place of learning. I hope all of our students here at the high school are wanting to come to the high school and learn and develop and grow to do what's best for them in their future, to set themselves up for success in their future. And that Ehawk pride really kind of helps instill that. And other than just regular learning, with the teachers providing great learning opportunities for our students, a lot of it is developing that positive attitude, those soft skills, how to work with others, and with how to be a good, develop a work ethic, be a good teammate, all those things that go along with that. Those are some of the things that are just as important as English or math or social studies. So I think our Ehawk pride mantra kind of says a lot what I expect and what I hope. And along with that comes along is part of the respect is we want to have a real positive year with strong school spirit. I think we're off to a great start. We got some great things that are going on academically and activities wise, and so I think we're off to a great start to 2019 and 20.
All right. And with the hopes and expectations for this year, what are some of your hopes and expectations for the class of 2020?
My senior class, like always, I want them to step up and be leaders. A lot of that can be done through modeling, how they're going to handle themselves in the hallways, in the classroom, out and about in the public, even at school events, how we're going to handle ourselves in a positive way. Again, with that Ehawk pride, we're gonna respect ourselves. We have respect for ourselves, that we are going to handle ourselves in a good, ethical, moral, high character, high expectation standard for ourselves, and how we're going to treat others, that we want to treat others with that. So seniors are, I like to put a lot of pressure on my seniors that, hey, this is your year, this is your last year of high school. We want you to model and lead the way for our Ehawk pride.
Alrighty, so thank you for being here with us, Mr. Embrock.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back, viewers. I'm here with our new superintendent, Mr. Hanna. How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. So, one of the questions that I have for you is, what did you do before you became superintendent in Emmitsburg?
Oh, I did lots of things. I'm old, so we had a chance to do a lot of things. So I started out my career as an elementary PE teacher, which was probably one of the greatest jobs ever. And then from that, I got into administration. And so I was a middle school principal for 15 years in Mount Pleasant. The last 4 years I've been the director of elementary education at Waterloo and oversaw 11 elementary schools there, and then was blessed to get a job in Emmitsburg. What a great place. And so now this is my first superintendent's job.
That's a lot of stuff that you've done.
Well, that's what happens when you get old, right? You get to do lots of stuff.
Yeah. So, what are some of your hopes and expectations that you can bring to Emmitsburg and actually show throughout the school?
Well, and I don't know if it's so much about my hopes and things that I can bring to Emmitsburg. Emmitsburg's an amazing place. Everybody that I've met, community members, teachers, staff, kids, amazing place. I think my hope is that I can add to that I will be a great Ehawk here at school, a great Emmitsburg community member, and that my wife and I, Amy, we will be able to contribute to something that's already awesome, and even take it to a higher level.
So, could you tell us a little bit about your family?
Yeah, so my wife Amy and I moved to Emmitsburg in the end of June, and she works out of the house for Mercy Hospital. We've enjoyed our time in Emmitsburg. I have two sons. My oldest son is still in Mount Pleasant. He's a correctional officer. And my youngest son is in a suburb of Chicago where he's an electrical engineer. So the kids are grown and gone, and so we are just happy as we can be to be here at Emmitsburg.
And what are some of the things that you do outside of school?
Well, it's been a little busy lately, but we do, I have a Harley Davidson, and our thing is we like to go out and ride. And so that's something that both my wife and I like to do, go out and see the countryside and take rides and go visit. And of course shopping is always in there when we go do that and visit cool places. So that's kind of the hobby that we like to do. We do ride bicycles once in a while and some other things, but that's the main thing.
All right. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Thank you for being here on the show with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony.
Munches for the week are Monday, breaded chicken, Tuesday, soft shell taco, Wednesday, sausage pizza, Thursday, fish sticks, Friday, hot ham and cheese.
ETV News would like to wish the following a happy birthday. On the 16th, Hunter Sambolte and Cadence Albrand. On the 17th, Jimmy Petruso, Mr. Bedding, and Mrs. Hedinger. 19th, Tim Geelan, and on the 21st, Mrs. Hasbrook. Also, happy birthday to our fellow middle schoolers, Justine, Creighton, Miriam, and Bryce.
For this week's volleyball stat of the week goes to Molly Shaney with 3 sets, 11 kills, 2 digs, and 1 solo block.
And for football stat of the week goes to Ben Dunlap with having completed 8 out of 16 passes with 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, also having 5 solo tackles and 3 assist tackles and 1 fumble recovery. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at EHawkTV or ETV News. Thank you for watching this week's episode of ETV News. This has been your host, Dylan Ream.
And your co-host, Cole Keller.
Signing out.